Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss what we would select if the only place we could shop whiskey was Target. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cool and Ryan Thompson.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hello. So, yes, we are going to have some fun today. We're going to be saying we got to make a Target run. We got to pick up a single bottle. What is that bottle going to be? This doesn't help the at-home audience who's listening to a podcast. It's not a visual thing, but we do have a picture from a Target set that we have to select from, and it'll be interesting to see if anybody picks something that the other person was going to say, that type of thing, because once one's selected, then you have to pick something else, and we'll go round robin. Kathy says she wants to go last, but she's got 6 items selected, and there's only 5 of us, so Kathy will be fine with one of her selections for sure. For sure. Target doesn't do bad. Target does pretty good with.
Target's got a good shelf.
Yeah, they're not bad. They're not bad. All right, but before we get to all that, KK said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that?
Yeah. So last weekend, hanging out with McNew at the Barrel Shop, Brian Murphy. Hi, Brian.
Murph
was in town, and we went to dinner. And he was talking about how at Christmas, the tradition is he pounds White Russians all day.
Okay.
Then he passes out on the floor.
Okay.
And his in-laws make fun of him. So, family functions and drinking to excess. What are your traditions?
Your traditions.
I've got a split family on this. I'll kick it off here. So, one side of my family, when my mom was around and my sister's still around, but they don't drink at all, not a chance, not in their house, nothing.
Right.
And so I would respect that when I was at their house and just enjoy the family time without any additional cocktails in the hand. My dad was completely different and wouldn't bat an eye if you got up at 7 a.m. and poured yourself a cocktail. He'd say, make me one too. And we just continued to drink all day. Okay. And so I'm a little bit split on this, but when I was with my dad, it was a free for all. And oftentimes things would get out of hand and we just have a great old time all day long and just tell stories and cocktails will be flowing. So,
okay. All right. Fair enough.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
It was great.
I don't have a whole hell of a lot of experience with this because both sides of my family, my mom's side and my dad's side, both imploded basically for different reasons, but fights in the family and stuff like that. When I was a kid, a young kid, all families on both sides would get together. You'd have to go around and do Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that kind of shit. And there was a lot of drinking at that, but I wasn't drinking because I was a little kid. So I wasn't involved in that. And by the time we got to maybe before I was even in high school, fights in the families and no longer get together for holidays or anything like that. So the holidays are always a small little occasion for us. It's just usually, my parents and myself, and my sister when she lived in town. She lives in Alaska now, so she's not really part of the equation. And then my wife and now my daughter. That's it. That's so.
But do you have a traditional cocktail that you're making?
Eggnog at Christmas. We do during the summertime bourbon slushes.
Wait. Eggnog is not a cocktail. Eggnog and what?
Eggnog's a cocktail.
It has
it is a cocktail.
Whiskey?
Eggnog
What are you adding
is
to it?
Eggnog's the cocktail. Eggnog's not just a drink. You don't add eggnog to it. Eggnog's something you mix together that includes a cocktail. I mean, if you're buying the stuff out of the carton at the grocery store, well, I guess that's what you're talking about. I make an eggnog that has booze in it when you're making it, and then you age it. So
What's the recipe? I'm not familiar. Seriously.
well,
Yeah, what is that,
I'll
Steve?
send it to you. I don't know it off the top of my head. I would have to send it to you. Yeah. Yeah, I could send it to you. I've got different ones. I got one that will take you a year to age if you're interested in that. You want something that's really smooth. I got another one that ages for 30 days. You make it on Thanksgiving and it's ready at Christmas then. And what's cool about that is, and this freaks so many people out. You use raw eggs. There's booze in there, and then sugar and the other ingredients, and then you leave it sit out in a cool, dark place, not in a refrigerator, and not covered tightly. So you leave some air in there. So and everybody's like, "Oh, you'll die." And I'm like, "No, I haven't died yet."
I have
down happy.
Yeah. So people think you can't have eggs sitting out, not in the refrigerator for a month. No, the alcohol kills whatever. I guess the problem is. I don't know. I'm not sure how that works, but there's some science there. I just not in tune with it. So, we'll have cocktails like that sometimes. I think the biggest one I can remember though, where it got out of control, was one time again, just my parents, wife and daughter, 4th of July. I decided it would be Hurricane 4th of July, and all 4 adults passed out, and my daughter was like 6 at the time, and she had to watch herself for probably 4 or 5 hours until people recovered and began regaining consciousness. So that was a classic, and we still talk about that to this day, when everyone drank Hurricanes and passed out, and the kid was on her own. Yeah,
it was a good idea at the time, right?
It was all 4 of us, all 4 adults down. Yeah, just down. Yeah, it happened.
That's hilarious.
It happened.
I'm sure that the statute of limitations.
Yes, I guess they could take my daughter away from. She's 26. I guess.
You know what? It turned out great, though,
She's
Steve.
like, I live on my own. They're like, nope,
He's
we
great.
got to take you from your parents, and we're going to put you up for adoption. She's like, hell, I'm 26. I'm fine. Yeah.
McNew, I'm dying to hear your stories here.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because there's got to be a lot of drinking there.
I feel like I am the quintessential drunk aunt, right? Like, I show up, I probably had a cocktail or two on the way because I made somebody else drive me, and I had a couple when I was getting ready. I am like the drunk aunt, and it's fine. I do have a drinking family, but they're beer people, and I don't like it. I'm not a beer girl. So if it's a summer celebration, I'll bring a seltzer or something because I feel like I have to have a canned beverage.
I don't understand why you can't just drink what you want. You're an adult.
I don't want to be like the alcoholic walking in with like a whole bottle that I'm going to drink by myself. Like, so I got to I'm going to bring a 12-pack of something, like a seltzer or something. Let's keep it light because they're all drinking beer. That's fine. And then if it's the winter, I will bring wine. I like wine, so I'll bring wine. And my sister-in-law likes gin though. So like sometimes I'll mix a lot of gin cocktails with her. So yeah, we're drinking people. But...
So you're drinking boozy whiskey cocktails, and someone comes in and says, "I don't drink that. I drink gin," and then they're allowed to do that, and then that's okay because they can drink. But you can't come into a beer party and bring whiskey because that's what you drink.
Well, I could. I just don't want to. I could.
Now maybe we're making some progress here.
No, so like
it was a breakthrough group today. What was the breakthrough? Well, McNew admitted that it's her.
I absolutely could, but I'm not gonna like bring a bottle and expect people to have cocktail ingredients. They don't have full bars like I do at my house. So
just drink it neat. Drink it on the rocks if it's summertime.
No, because that's when I get out of hand because I will drink the whole bottle and they'll be like, "Oh, we'll stop drinking a whole bottle of whiskey. We're just drinking beer. That looks bad."
You get drunk anyway. I've never been around you when you haven't gotten out of control drunk, and you don't care about if anybody is embarrassed by it or anything else. You just sit
the
there.
only thing you care about is if your teeth are brushed.
I do care when my mom's around because she gets mad at me. Otherwise, I don't care.
Yeah, I have never seen a trace of caring when I've been around her.
No, I care when my mom's around because she gets mad at me. So I don't have my dad here to be like, let her do what the fuck she wants anymore.
I was at your wedding with both your mom and your dad, and you got lit at that thing. You didn't care.
Because my dad was there, and he'd be like, let her do what the fuck she wants.
So your dad was needed to keep your mom in line, so he just accepted you for who you were, And your mom was like, "No, I want her to be who I want her to be, not
We
who
have
she is."
images to keep.
Right,
No,
right.
so like
The
my
McNew
dad,
family image.
Yeah, the McNew family image. Yes.
yeah, no. My dad was just kind of like, she's gonna do what she wants, let it happen. And my mom was like, oh my god, she's so embarrassing. So now he's not here to like make her not yell at me. So I gotta like reel it in a little bit when she's around.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Kathy, you asked the question. How about you?
I am the opposite of McNew. I take my bottle, I take my mixers, I take my own glass. All they need
Yeah.
to supply is ice,
Who
and I
cares,
get
right?
caked.
Right.
Wait, Allie, you're so much smarter
I
than
agree.
me. I brought my own damn mixers, and I was like, oh, they don't have a bar. Why would I bring a bottle?
No, I take a bottle, I take some ginger ales, I take a lemon. What more do you need?
Right.
That's impressive,
And
KK.
so
I
I
like your style.
am I'm the drunk everything. I'm the drunk sister, I'm the drunk aunt, I'm the drunk cousin. And
You're just trying to
I'm
deal
having
with
a
these
good
people.
time.
Yeah. Yeah. You're just doing the best you can.
So Brian Murphy, you drink your White Russians and you pass out on the
Why
floor.
is this now? Murph, I don't know how old Murph is. I actually I have no idea. Does anybody have any idea how old Murph is? I don't know.
I would guess
I feel
maybe
like our age, Steve?
50-ish. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
I think he's
50-ish.
our age.
That's a hobby where you get drunk and White
It's
Russians.
just Christmas Day, though. That's the thing. He's
I
like,
feel
on
like
Christmas Day.
I feel like I would get sick from the sugar in the White Russians before I would get drunk to pass out. I don't like that.
I mean,
sweet stuff.
maybe his ratio of alcohol is a lot higher. Maybe he's like this.
You know,
It's a weird
probably
choice.
like when I make a Kentucky Mule, it's whiskey, splash, put some citrus on it, throw it back.
Okay. Maybe. We're gonna have to ask Murph about this. It's
Next time
questionable.
we see him, Murph,
This is
we're
questionable.
talking
The
about
whole thing's questionable. And first of all, him lying on the ground. I got to get a photo of this.
I know, right?
Clearly, his wife's got to be pissed off about this. With her parents are there, and she's
you
probably
imagine,
willing
like,
to send a photo. So I got to talk to her because I want to get one of these damn photos of him passed out at Christmas.
If they had like
Ugly Christmas sweater on.
They're like, oh, great gifts. Look how cute the grandkids look. They're just like passed out.
like the tree and the presents,
And there's him passed out.
the kids,
on the
and
floor.
then right on the floor.
Yeah, there's
Murph.
the Murph. Yeah,
Nothing
people are just
wrong
stepping up.
with
They're so used to it from all the years. They're just like stepping over them and stuff. And
There's nothing wrong with the mid-Christmas Day nap. We all know that. We all know that.
Nap.
yeah,
Right.
nap. I'm napping. All right, fair enough. On that note, it is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Stephanie. We don't have a Stephanie. Let's start with McNew. McNew, you're first.
So I have Coppercraft out of Holland, Michigan. And guys, okay, so the audience can't see this, but you guys see like the
That's
shape
a
of this
pretty
bottle.
bottle.
So when it came home
pretty.
the other day, I was like, you could cut this off and it would look like a tombstone for Halloween. So I'm very
Sure.
excited to fill this bottle so I can have Halloween decorations.
You're gonna somebody gonna cut that top off for you then?
I mean, I'll figure it out. But
That's
Okay.
easy. You can
Just
go
do
on
it.
Amazon, buy a glass, cut it for like $10. You'll be fine.
You can do it.
Yeah,
You
McNew,
can
you,
do it.
better.
should use a glass cutter.
Yeah, McNew, that sounds good.
sounds like that's gonna go well.
Let's
for
start
me.
working on our memorial show for McNew because we know this is going to end well. So we'll start working on Kathy. You and I will talk about that.
All of a
tomorrow.
sudden,
I have
McNew
the
has
next time.
7 fingers,
Yeah,
and we don't know why.
right.
You got some good Halloween decorations.
No, nothing there. Embarrassing. I've got Billy Goat Strut. Billy Goat Strut.
Ooh, nice.
Decent.
What?
Decent.
Exactly. What whiskey is that?
Billy Goat Strut. Billy Goat Strut.
Where's that at? Where's that from?
This is from what the
Kentucky
hell-
Artisan.
Kentucky Artisan. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, right on.
It's discontinued now, but yes.
Oh,
I didn't know that. Huh.
that was a fun one.
That was a fun one. They were good with that. Unfortunately, the death of Steve Thompson really sucks. But so they're not doing some of the stuff they were. So Kathy, you're next.
I'm going to open up my Rye 3 from the Barrel Shop. It's the Cast Strength Madeira Cast Finish.
Okay. Okay, that's going to be probably impossible to beat, I would think, Ryan. But
Wow.
yeah, that was
Certainly impossible to beat.
that was kind of perfection. So she's got the lead. What do you got?
Yeah, that was probably top 5 all year, right?
Oh yeah, well she opens up new bottles and throws them away tomorrow. So I just drove by our house the next day. They're all sitting at the curb, so I just pick them up.
Does I drink it all?
No, there's she just wants it for the cork bottle.
Never do that.
Oh yeah, she does. All right, Ryan, you're last but not least. What do you got?
Well, last and probably least, we'll just put it out there. Everyone knows that by now. About a year ago, we had some longtime locals reach out to me and they wanted to do a white label whiskey with our stuff. And I've always said, no, we get approached a couple times a year to do it. And I always say, no, we got too much going on. We're making our own stuff. Let's just keep it at that. But these guys had a story of pulling at the heartstrings a little bit, and they wanted to commemorate the first Abbey rescue dog on Vail Mountain. And one of these guys was the owner of Henry. Henry passed away last September, but we did get just released this guy. So it's the old Abbey dog with Henry on the front there.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to get the win just based on the heartstrings.
Yes.
It's going to be silent and you're going to win.
Yeah.
Look at that puppy.
That's a cool bottle, by the way, buddy.
That's a great bottle.
Thank you.
Is that you sell that on your website?
Yeah,
no, we're not. It's just at our tasting rooms right now.
That's bullshit. That is bullshit.
Can you send a case to the barrel shop?
I think I know somebody there, so yeah, we can talk about that.
Okay, yeah. You've got a new distributor that's so excited about you. So
definitely, man, definitely. I'm excited for that too.
Yeah.
And before Henry passed away, we took his paw print and put it in an ink pad, and then made his own signature, and that's Henry's paw prints on.
That's cool.
On the bottle.
That's cool. Do you have a special going on right now on your website? Buy 6 bottles for like $240, including shipping.
Yeah, shipping's free when you buy 3 or more bottles.
Wow, so 6 is only like $240. That seems like a deal.
And then you get 10% off plus free shipping when you buy 6.
Jesus.
We're getting it out there.
Man.
Here we go. Silent on the set.
Swipe on the set.
Quiet on the set.
Swipe on the set. Thank God we were swide on the set. So yeah. Nothing there. That's too bad.
You know what? I feel bad for taking it, but I am because I earned
no bullshit. The dog. What about the dog?
The dog was cute.
All right.
I mean, if that wasn't a top 5 KK, so
cheers. All right, we'll take
my Cork Pop Championship T-shirt tonight.
Oh, that's what you're wearing tonight. So yeah. So far, you've won 2 out of 3. So
I've won none. I won 1 out of 3.
1 out of 3. Who won? I won 1. Who won the other one?
And McNew.
Oh, McNew.
We all know I didn't win any.
No, you haven't. Sad. All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about shopping for bourbon at Target, what we would select. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We'll also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
This is Bob. I'm in Ohio. You're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about what bourbon would you buy at Target?
Yes, we would. So say you're at a party or something like that. Someone says, gosh, we need one more bottle. Can you run out to Target and get something? What do you want me to get? Whatever. Just get something. Come on back. So you have to run out to Target. Again, there's a picture just so we know we'd all be on the same page. We're looking at the same store set. Again, doesn't help the audience, but that's what we're looking at. And now we have to pick from that. Kathy said she wants to go last. So what that is going to mean, Kathy is going to choose the order that we go.
What kind of party are we going to? Are we going to like a college party, or are we going to a?
You're whatever. You're real Ryan. So you're at the party that Ryan Thompson, not 18-year-old Ryan Thompson, Ryan Thompson of today.
Boy, that narrows it down.
And you can't bring your own stuff.
Well, I don't see it here. He could if we saw it here. I do not see it. I don't see any 10th Mountain there. So, with apologies, you're going to have to pick something from the store set. Kathy, who's going to go first? We know you're going last.
I think Steve Akeley should go first.
I'm going to go first. Okay. I think I would shop this section. And again, there's some surprisingly good choices here. That's what's cool. But I'm going to go to the second shelf all the way to the left, and I'm going to grab a Russell's Reserve. That's what I'm going to grab. I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to get out there, and then I'm going to head up and go to the self-checkout and get the hell out of there.
And you know what? I blew up the picture and looked at the prices, and they're actually reasonable.
They're reasonable. They're fair.
They're reasonable prices.
So I picked up the Russell's Reserve, so that's cool.
I thought you were going second from the bottom and going all the way to the left and going to pick up a box of Crown there for a second.
Oh yes, yeah.
No, who's going all the way to the bottom and taking the Screwball?
Oh, there's Fireball down there, Screwball, the whole
all
thing.
the balls, dough ball.
So many balls, yeah.
So many balls on the bottom shelf.
Yeah. Wow.
So who's next here?
Okay, I'm going to pick.
You have
McNew
two
next.
choices.
McNew's next. McNew's next.
So if I'm going to a party, if it were for me personally, I like putting Maker's Mark in a decanter in my office. So I would do that for me at home. But if I'm going to a party, there's a Jefferson's Ocean on that top shelf. I'm going to grab that.
Okay, Jefferson's Ocean. All right.
Nice
all right.
pick.
Kathy, who are you picking next?
Ryan
Thompson.
You can go.
Ryan Thompson.
Me.
All right, Ryan Thompson, you're next.
Well, first of all, I'll reiterate what you guys. The selection here is pretty good for Target. I never.
It's not bad. Target's better than you think.
Walmart, people.
Yeah.
I'll kind of, if you're out there whiskey hunting, maybe check out Target. It's probably an overlooked shelf. So.
Yeah.
And I'm going to preface my pick with a short story.
Preface.
A long story.
We say on this show. You preface it.
You're mispronouncing it.
Yeah, don't mispronounce it. You're prefacing your story.
About 10 years ago, before I started this story, maybe 12 years ago, I was going to a good friend's house. He has a really nice place, and it was a little wine dinner. And I'm going to this thing, and I don't really want to go, but he's a good friend, and he's got 20 years on me, and he's done well, and he's got some friends that have all done well, and it was going to kind of be a hoity-toity deal. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to make this shit fun. And I dressed up in this old 70 tracksuit, and I have this big blonde afro in my attic. I went and got that thing, and I got some slippers on, like straight from the shower. And I'm driving to his house about 10 minutes away, and I'm like, what does my character drink? I'm like, this motherfucker drinks a bottle of Jack Daniels straight from the bottle. I turn over to the liquor store and I go and buy a bottle of Jack Daniels, and I show up fashionably late to this party. And I walk in and everyone's chit-chatting in the kitchen. There's 40 wine bottles out and about. Everyone's minding their own business. Didn't see me walk in, and I walk in and I raise this bottle of Jack Daniels over my head. And I'm like, who's ready to get this motherfucking party started? Everyone looked over at me. jaws on the floor, like, who invited this dude? Then Kevin, my buddy, is like, Ryan's in the house. Let's go, everybody. And once everyone knew that Kevin was okay with it, everyone started turning it up. And I just sat there in the corner with my bottle of Jack, taking swigs out of the bottle. So,
okay.
Preface that. So my eyes gravitated. I'm going to be a jackass and go the bottom shelf on the left. I don't even know what this LTD bottle of whiskey is, but that's what I'm
merciful heavens.
It looks like a handle, though. It's a whole handle.
LTD.
I'm sure it's a plastic bottle, too.
What the fuck?
Sure it is.
How do you pick that out of all this
got a
stuff?
problem?
That's like a 35-cent bottle of whiskey.
He prefaced it, and that's what he came up with. Yeah.
It might even be Canadian, so it's going to taste like it's processed and gross.
Canadian.
Yeah. You know, like McNew said, if I was buying something for the house by myself, I might buy something from the top shelf. But no, that LTD is calling my
Oh my
name.
God! Never invite Ryan to a party. This is what he's bringing, folks. That's what he's going to bring to you. Yeah, here's some LTD for you.
Here's where
Has anyone even heard of LTD whiskey?
No,
No.
not. No.
Here's where I thought the story was going. You started with the Jack Daniels, and there's some nice gentleman Jack on the.
I know, that's where I thought he was
That's
going.
where I thought we were going, and I'm like, that's respectable. Great, good for.
Great overlook that one.
Yeah, there's Four Roses there. There's Yellowstone.
I haven't picked yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
what's
all kinds of
KK?
stuff. 1792. There's a lot of good options here.
It's good. Basil Hayden, yeah.
All right, KK, you haven't picked yet.
Who's at the party?
All of us and then some.
Us three are at the party.
Yeah, I'm bringing the Yellowstone. There's no doubt about
Yellowstone.
it. I'm bringing
Yellowstone. Okay. All right. Yellowstone it is.
I'm
All
pretty
right.
sure if I bring Yellowstone, Heidi will put out for me. So.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh God. All right. Ryan, you are the official judge of the evening. You've already judged one of our contests. Who won the Target Challenge tonight?
Can I include myself? Because obviously,
Sure.
Obviously, I did. I was out of left field, the bottom of the left pick. Clearly, it was me.
In here.
That was
I had a good
terrible.
story.
That was legit terrible. This is a terrible episode.
It took us on a twist.
He ruined it twice. He ruined it in the middle of the show by.
I feel like we need to pick another bottle and open it, have another cork pop, and start all over again.
Yeah, just trash the show.
I just Googled this. LTD whiskey is Canadian whiskey. You know that's got like some caramel flavor and some bullshit in it.
Oh yeah, because it's bottom shelf.
You're going to feel real bad.
Does it have an MSRP?
It
like
retails
for a handle.
This handle is $13.99.
Handle
$13.99. Made out of plastic too. So yeah, that's nice.
It is a plastic. $13.99.
$13.99 plastic, and that's
This might just be one of your highest rated shows, Akeley. Just wait.
Oh,
just
sure.
Here's the thing. He was just like, am I going to like a college party? So then he has his hat backwards. I feel like he's trying to like old school.
I know. I think he's regressing. The more
Yeah.
shows we do, the more he regresses.
Right.
He's not a businessman anymore.
No.
He's a fraternity guy.
I turned
he's
the
a frat
hat
boy.
backwards for the record because I'm looking down at the picture and I didn't want my eyes looking down.
Oh.
So I wanted to be.
We're not on video here, so you would have been fine.
Although there have been requests to release the Zoom video of
people say that shit all the time, and you know what you have to remember, we put on a daily show. That means there's 365 shows that come out a year. When there's
Nobody
things
needs to see
when
this.
there's things that are said that we can't put on the air, we edit the audio. Now I'm gonna have to edit 365 video shows too. I mean, and I'm not. What am I going to put in? Yeah, it's
you know what? Sometimes I look homeless at home. I don't always show up looking nice. I don't want to be on video for others. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think any of us want to be on video. So,
no,
I mean,
no.
Maybe occasionally if we announced it up front, I said, hey, by the way, Friday night's going to be video night, then that'd be fair. But I don't think we want to do that. Though, people do ask that from time to time. But it's definitely.
I was also scouting the 50 ml bottles on the top shelf, but I really couldn't make out any of them. So
yeah, those are hard to see.
Well, you gotta zoom in when you're on your computer, and then you can see like the prices and everything.
Oh yeah, it's all there then. It's all there. LTD is what wins this show. So
yeah.
there you go.
So
there you go,
Target's
folks.
doing a good job, and Brian is not.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. On that note, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Kathy, we're going to start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Not Drinking LTD.
You know, Kathy, don't you feel like we gave him a chance to redeem himself? He gave a bad answer during the contest, and then I throw it to him as the judge. He could have been like, well, actually, the winner of this thing is, and it's not him. No, he
Could
takes
have been anybody else but him.
Yeah.
And it would have been a winner.
He would have come out of this thing okay. Now
I won't be surprised if he's not invited back, Steve.
it's like when Lenny says he hates anyone who eats a sandwich, and then we try to get him out of it the next week.
Anyone who eats a sandwich?
Yeah, because
he's
it's so
judging
lowbrow.
anyone who eats a sandwich. So he judges the entire world.
Yes. Oh yeah. Well, if
we're
you eat
all eating
sandwiches.
sandwiches.
Well, he's not, so you can't judge
He
him.
does eat 10 fish, which I can't get on board with.
I know. Like, and the best thing, like, if you're gonna eat a sardine, put it on a sandwich.
I was gonna say, if you said pizza, I was gonna punch you because don't you goddamn run a pizza with that bullshit.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
No.
If I had to have a pizza with sardines or pineapple, I'm gonna go with the sardines. So
I'm gonna go with throw it out the window. No,
I'm eating the pineapple.
oh, pineapple's terrible on pizza.
I don't care. It's not a sardine.
I'll tell you what. If I would ever get elected president, it would be illegal to put pineapple on pizza. That's just the way it'd be.
I'm voting for Steve.
So when they eat sardines out of the can, they have their eyes and their brain.
Well, I mean, I don't want to eat them, but it's that or pineapple on a pizza. I mean, it's the lesser of two evils.
Do you actually
put me in a bad spot?
Do you know that like pineapple's good if you put hot sauce on it? I like pineapple anyway, but if you put hot sauce on it, it's like
that's fine.
The vibe.
It still shouldn't land on the pizza.
So I don't want it on pizza, but I can get it with the marinara sauce. I cannot get on board with the sardines. But
sardines, yeah.
Each their own.
Sardines either. I've never even eaten a sardine, and I have no plans to do so.
I don't either.
It's
I
like
heard they're
pickled
salty.
fish. Why would you want to eat a pickled fish?
I'm not sure. All
right, you can find me on Instagram at KKCastStrength.
Ryan, how about you?
You can find me at Target, bottom shelf hunting for some whiskey. When I'm not doing that, you can find me across all socials at 10th MTN Whiskey, and our website's 10thwhiskey.com. That's 10th whiskey with an E.
McNew.
You can find me not inviting Ryan to parties and on Instagram at McNew.
All right. For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, that thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop, St. Louis suburb, Arnold, Missouri. We'd love to talk to you. We'd love to have you come in, taste some of our whiskeys, and hopefully, if you like something, you can buy it. McNew, anything else to say before you get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, Or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's Birthday Barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.